And hi everybody, welcome into the Hempfield High School, and we are ready for nothing short of a showdown, a Section 1 showdown between the Hempfield Black Knights and the Cedar Crest Falcons. Two teams that are undefeated in Section 1 play so far this season. That means the winner tonight will take sole possession of first place. The 8-4 overall Falcons, the 7-4 overall Black Knights, both 5-0 in league play. Quite simply, this is about as big as it gets for girls basketball. But we'll take it through the starting lineups. Reese Glover, superstar for the Falcons. She's had an outstanding season as a junior. Sarah Laney, number 10.
Number 11, Megan Shawley.
Megan Shawley.
Number 41, Sarah Batchel.
Sarah Batchel.
And number 15, Nicole Wise.
And the freshman Nicole Wise round out the Cedar Crest starting lineup. Jim Dahlmeyer is the head coach.
And now the starting lineup for your Hempfield Black Knights.
And for the Knights,
a 5'9" senior forward, number 20, Lindsay Dakota.
Lindsay Dakota, team's leading scorer. Gonna need a big night from her tonight.
A 5'6" junior guard, number 5, Jess Weinhold.
Jess Weinhold, the junior.
A 5'7" sophomore guard, number 23, Bryn Axe.
Bryn Axe, junior, in the starting lineup once again.
5'6" freshman guard, number 21, Autumn Cook.
Autumn Cook, one of the two freshmen.
And a 5'10" freshman forward, number 32, Lauren Moffitt.
And the other one, Lauren Moffitt, up front playing in the paint tonight. Kendra Merrifield is the head coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
And we'll go through the national anthem here at Hempfield. Ready to go. And for a game with this magnitude, who else could I bring in but the former varsity basketball player, our special guest, still down here for a few more days from Happy Valley, Austin Groft. Producer tonight is Connor Sensing. Austin, you take a look at these two teams, very evenly matched on paper. You look at some of the common opponents they've played. They've each played similarly against those teams. But you got to think for Hempfield tonight defensively. Their number one goal has to be stop the junior shooter, Reese Glover, who has 25 three-pointers on the season, most in Section 1, second most in the entire 2016 LL League. They've got to shut her down tonight.
You know what, Kasey, first off, I want to thank you again for having me back yet again for another game. I love doing this.
No problem.
And I think the keys for tonight's game is, like you said, stop that junior. I mean, 25 threes in the season, that's crazy. And also, I like to see Hempfield bounce back. I mean, last week they lost, they only won by 3 to Penn Manor, which is not that impressive considering Penn Manor is 3-8, so I'd like them to get off to a strong start here and take an early lead. It can show the tempo of this game.
Lindsay Dakota tried to come out shooting off the tip, but was not able to get it to go. That's how we start tonight. Hempfield wins the opening tip, starts with possession, and we'll have to see.
Kasey, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this one of Bryn Axe's first starts, or did she start starting over Lauren? Can you explain to me what happened with that?
She started over in the Penn Manor game. That's the first look we got at that. I believe that may have been her first start. I don't have official word on that, but she's new to the starting lineup regardless. We will see Lauren Riggs in there tonight, as we will with most of the depth. Frustrating first offensive possession for Hempfield, not able to get points despite taking nearly 40 seconds off the clock.
Moffitt's got to take that up stronger. She had a nice look there. I don't know what happened with that finish there.
Good start for Sarah Laney. She gets the Cedar Crest Falcons on the board first. She's the second leading scorer on this Falcons team, behind, of course, Glover. And they're going to play a press here with Glover on Cook as she gets it over to Dakota and then gets tripped up.
As you see, the same thing happened with the boys game when I was here last time. Lower Marion was giving Hempfield a press there, and like I said last time, you got to find the middle to break the press, and that's exactly what Hempfield did there.
Yeah. Why don't we inbound it to Cook? You take a look at these two teams by the tape. Cedar Crest has the most points scored in the entirety of Section 1. Hempfield has the #1 scoring defense in Section 1, so something's got to give tonight, you'd think. And in this race that is turned into Section 1 between Cedar Crest, Hempfield, and Township, here's Cook putting a little bit too much on it. Hempfield bounces back out to her. Dakota from inside the line bounces out again. Axe gets the rebound.
Great hustle here for Hempfield to get these boards.
And Cook,
another good look.
Three.
Bang!
That time drills it. There's the money shot.
There it is. You got 3 good looks in a row. Cook had that nice drive. She just missed it. And another shot by Dakota, but nice job by Cook to stay with it and hit that 3. I've been really impressed with her so far this season.
Hempfield going with the press as well. But as I was mentioning before that shot, in this 3-way race for Section 1 between the Falcons, the Black Knights, and the Manheim Township Blue Streaks, only 2 of them will go to league playoffs. Only the top 2 in each of the 5 sections make the league postseason. So this game and the game on Friday against Township cannot be understated how huge they are. There's a missed field goal from Batra. And that ball bounces out, so give it back to Hempfield. 3-2 with 6:03 to go in the opening quarter. Just take a look, though. We know Cedar Crest, they've got an explosive offense. Hempfield, we know they can play offense, but they like to control the tempo and like to play good defense on the back end. You just have to think that's going to be the key tonight.
As always for Hempfield, is to control the tempo of the game, slow down offense. Both the boys and girls like to have the same play style, and that's a nice way to break the press right there. Take it herself, but she gets trapped there in the corner.
Yep. Turnover there. It's a Glover.
Hempfield's just got to be patient with breaking this press.
Yeah. Taking it up and getting to the net is Nicole Wise. She is a freshman for this Falcons team. Get all the hype and all the talk about the 2 freshmen. And is Cook able to just get in front of it there? And then they give it right back. Cook and Moffitt, but Wise, too, as a freshman, has had an outstanding season. There's Glover's first 3 of the night, but it doesn't go. And then Wise gets fouled on the way up by Lauren Moffitt. So the Falcons up 4-3, and they'll have a chance now to add to it. As Wise will come to the line for the first time tonight. You got to think controlling the perimeter tonight, though, is going to be important. Wise switches that just to keep these potent shooters for Cedar Crest off the board. Wise puts it up, 6-3. Not just Glover with the 25 threes. You look down the list, Megan Shawley's got 10, Sarah Laney has 9, and Emily Hocker, who comes off the bench, has 7.
Nice job breaking the press there.
Yeah.
Good look for Cook, but doesn't fall.
Just bounced out. Another job, though, by Hempfield to get the offensive rebound.
Call here.
I was going to say, Axe was trying to spin around, keep the pivot foot down, but couldn't quite do it. That's called as a travel. Cedar Crest gets it back, and they've got the momentum so far.
Here comes Hempfield with their own 1-2-2 press.
And that works.
Over the head pass.
Glover got overshot there.
And a nice finish by Bryn Axe.
Bryn Axe.
Wow.
Younger sister of Connor Axe.
Yeah, Connor Axe.
The boys team.
Yep. Now they're both starting for their respective teams.
Yeah, she's gotten a bigger role in this team as the season has progressed. Shot from 3, another one, and drilled by Sarah Laney. Wow.
Sarah Laney.
I thought that'd be coming from Reese Glover there, 25 threes in the season.
No doubt, but Laney can shoot it too. 9-5 early on.
Good save there by Axe.
Great
keeping
job.
this up.
Kept the ball in play before she had a momentum took her out. Looks like Lauren Riggs, the senior, getting ready to sub in at the next opportunity for Hempfield. But for now, it's Weinel
Looking to try and get Axe a 3-point look there.
Dakota Axe does have, I believe, 1 3 so far on the season.
We're going to get a 3-second call there. I was just going to say something about that. Moffitt was standing there for a while.
Yeah. Crucial early mistake there for the freshman.
And here comes senior Lauren Riggs into the game. Yep.
For Axe, who took over for Riggs in the starting lineup. Riggs still gets a lot of rotation, mainly as the 6th man, I guess. There's Dakota getting in front of it. Last year, Section 1 honorable mention All-Star. She's putting together an All-Star type season so far. It's not an offensive explosion, but just steadily averaging about 10 points a game. In fact, exactly 10 points a game coming into the night. But you got to think they have to get her going tonight. As Moffitt was trying to set up Cook over the middle, couldn't do it. And now it's Glover taking it up. Laney looked, now drives.
Great take.
Perfect layup by Sarah Laney.
Great take. Last possession, she get out and hit a 3, and she used that little shot fake to get the defense off balance and got a nice drive to the hoop.
Cedar Crest pressing hard, but Hempfield able to break it. Weinl to Cook.
Cook's going to set up the offense here, slow down the tempo of the game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Got to get one here.
You got to think Cook's got to go punch for punch with Glover or Laney, whoever can shoot tonight. Dakota's also got to clean up on the back end, and then you throw in all the other pieces with Weinl.
Nice luck there.
Here's 3 again. Off the mark. Weinl trying to chase it down. Can't do it. And Cedar Crest gets possession back. Cedar Crest playing good on both sides so far. What we expected. How can Hempfield adjust here as we come to the end of the first quarter in just over 3 minutes?
Well, looking at Hempfield so far, they've gotten a lot of good looks. I mean, honestly, they're just coming up short. Like, Cook had that nice 3 she missed. And we did have some sloppy turnovers by Hempfield where Moffitt just kind of coughed it up. So they got to take care of the basketball and value their open looks that they have. They got to knock them down when they get them, because nonetheless, with Cedar Crest, the highest offensively powered team in the league right now, you got to stay with them.
Yeah.
Whether it's on the offensive side or defensive side.
Dakota absolutely blanketed, and you had Glover over there on her, the other number 20, along with Shally. And they just absolutely blanketed Lindsay Dakota on that one. Hempfield retains.
Trying to get Cook an open 3 there again on that play.
Weinl. Gonna try and take a shot from 3, not gonna get there, but right there under
Is that
the
a
net
pass,
for the
Kasey?
rebound.
Might have been a pass. And you got Lauren Moffitt down there in the hoop. Why not?
I don't know. That's, Weinl didn't quite get to the net, but
Lauren
able to set up Moffitt just perfectly there in the paint. Now she'll shoot 2. Moffitt is 58% from the line this season. She's taken the most, actually second most free throws attempted. That one doesn't go. Didn't put quite enough arc on that one now to get it back to a 5-point game.
Lauren Moffitt, younger sister of Connor and Ryan
Knew
Moffitt.
you were going to bring that up at some point.
Big name, big family name, especially when it comes to Hempfield.
Hempfield basketball, yes.
Look at Connor and Ryan both had excellent careers with Hempfield, and Lauren, just a freshman, starting off her career as a starter.
Had an outstanding start to her career, as it was Dakota who broke it up there. Trying to get it over to Batcher. Laney from 3. Got it! Again, bang! Sarah Laney, 10 points in this first quarter for number 10.
Yeah, she is going off. She's had those 2 threes and now that layup. She's playing really well so far. Hempfield's got to find a way to stop her. All the attention has been on Reese Glover, but
Nice drive though by Lindsay Dakota, and you had to know that was coming sooner or later. She finally gets on the board tonight. Under 2 minutes to go so far. Relatively high scoring first quarter. And that one out off of Laney. And now we'll see some substitutions. Sophie Herman will come in for Lauren Moffitt.
good pressure there by Hempfield.
And Kaya Kamasta, the freshman, also comes in for Cedar Crest. Another freshman playing a role off the bench. Seems to be a theme for both these teams. Both have young cores. You talk about Cedar Crest, their history in girls basketball. They lost a lot of players to graduation last year, and some thought team wouldn't be as good this year. And sure, their overall record is 7-4, but they're still a powerhouse in Section 1. Here's Riggs taking it away. There's Kamasta there. And then a hold called on Autumn Cook. Nice job by Kamasta.
She read that pass perfectly.
Right in front, yeah.
Riggs tied that up, and she just stole that right out of the passing lane there. I'd like to see maybe a fake pass and a backdoor cut for Hempfield there on that one.
Lost it back to Wise, and Autumn Cook says, "Thank you very much. I'll take that." Now off the fast break, trying to set up Riggs.
Good
Inside,
pass.
great
Nice
pass
play.
by Riggs to Weinl. Lauren Riggs, she won't blow you away on the stat sheet with the points she has, but what we're starting to realize with her, it's not what she can do offensively as far as getting to the basket, it's what she can do offensively with passing and then playing great defense up the middle.
Got a lot of senior leadership in now with Riggs, Herman, and Dakota.
Riggs, Herman, and Dakota.
Riggs,
three seniors in there.
Riggs and Herman don't start, but they also, I think they're doing a good job of understanding their role in this team. They're using their experience and they're coaching the younger players to fuel the team overall this season so far.
Sarah Laney just can't miss right now. Third free of the night, but Cook answers.
Nice response there for Cook.
What a game this has been so far. Just what we expected, an offensive shootout. 17-13, and we still got a little bit of time. Coming down to 15 in the first.
And a carry.
Yeah, carry there. Called against Laney, who's had just a monumental first quarter. And now Shally will come back in the stead of Nicole Wise. All right, can Hempfield get a shot here off? Before the end of the quarter, Dakota taking her time across midcourt, 10 seconds. Clock is a-ticking. Deficit is 4. Dakota looks to drive. Will
Great take.
get there.
Wow.
Exclamation point. What a crazy and a wild, everything we expected.
You know what,
first
Kasey?
quarter.
This is going to be a great league matchup. We're already in for a barn burner, this one.
This has been exactly what we knew it was going to be coming in. 17-15 after the end of 1. You don't see that too often in girls basketball, but with these two offenses, especially with Cedar Crest offense, but I gotta say, I'm impressed with Hempfield's offense, what they've put up so far.
I mean, this is crazy. Like, they're on pace to put up 60 so far tonight. And I was here, I saw the girls play against Conestoga Valley. I think the final score of that game was like 40-11. I don't know, Conestoga Valley is the worst team in the league right now. And
Most Hempfield have put up this season were 58. That was in the game against Prairie Charter, in which Prairie Charter only scored 8.
wow.
But that was a defensive performance for the ages.
I mean, this has been unusual for Hempfield being highly offensive. This highly offensive game for them, especially against the Cedar Crest team. I mean, looking at the game plan, obviously it was to stop Reese Glover. She actually has 0 points on the game tonight, and she's averaging 14 a game.
Yeah.
So
Crazy
now
to think.
that Sarah Laney is popping off a bit, for lack of better words, they're going to have to find a way to stop her, but at the same time keep Glover contained. I like the Hempfield to continue with the pressure to start this quarter and continue their momentum. That was a great drive there by Dakota. Gave them a little spark.
I believe Laney has 13 points tonight. I don't think that scoreboard's correct. She had 10 when I looked up the last time, and then she hit that 3.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's still been a great first quarter, no matter how many points it was for Sarah Laney. We almost lost count. But now we'll see. Yeah, can they get Glover going? That's a big question.
Hempfield now into a man-to-man press.
You mentioned Glover averaging 14 and a quarter points per game, but shut out in the first quarter. Big reason why Hempfield is in position right now, down only by 2.
It's funny enough, I just noticed what the Cedar Crest, what they were running here, but they were doing a little dribble handoff action there. The boys team does the same exact thing.
And they get a travel from Reese Glover.
And listen to the energy coming from the bench. I wish the boys team was like this.
I'll tell you, it's almost similar to what we saw in the game against Penn Manor. Lindsay Dakota got off to an awful start in that game, but came alive in the second half. You gotta wonder, the Cedar Crest has gotta hope that Reese Glover can do the same thing. Hasn't been a good start for her.
Not to mention that great defense by Lauren Riggs there to get a stop on Laney.
Oh, Riggs
got
tried
the
to
bench
set
all
up. Herman
excited.
got tall but couldn't make it. Weinelt got the rebound. And here's a shot from 3. Dakota for the lead. Off the mark and out.
It's going to stay with Hempfield.
Off of Betra there.
Herman's got to make that great look there to tie the game up.
Elizabeth Knapp in the game now. Knapp, a senior, actually the only senior on this varsity team is Elizabeth Knapp.
Wow. So
crazy to think.
Bright futures for both Cedar Crest and Hempfield.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Hempfield's got 4 seniors, only one of them starts. Cedar Crest has only 1 senior that comes off the bench. So you can definitely say that seniority is not necessarily the way for these two teams.
They try to get that play there where Dakota fakes out towards the sideline and cuts back in towards the hoop. That worked last time against Conestoga Valley when it was here. It was a great play, great call by the coach.
Driving and tying. And Autumn Cook.
I've been very impressed with her so far this season. Yep. She's come alive recently, especially with her 3-point capabilities.
Yep, she's made 2 tonight. That puts her at 14 on the season. And she has tied this baby up at 17. As fouled there on the way to the net and coming to the line to shoot 2.
Looks like it was Riggs, got her on the arm on her way up.
Riggs got her just a little bit on Megan Shelley, and Shelley will have a chance to break the tie.
Megan Shelley at the line shooting.
And get her first points of the night. Off the mark. She'll have 1 more to come. What a start. Shelley is up and again off, and who gets the rebound?
Looks like it was off Cedar Crest, I believe.
No, they don't call it. They called it off of Dakota. As Dakota was down there trying to get the rebound with Laney.
I believe that was in Dakota's hands, and I think Laney knocked it out from when I said they're going to talk it over here. I think this is Hempfield ball.
Refs will have a discussion, and
we're going to go to the booth review real quick. Pull up the camera. We'll pull up the feed. There it is. How about that one, Kasey?
All right. Little, not quite instant replay, but the refs have a conference, and they say yes.
You know, we could have taken it and the tape and shown them that it was Hempfield ball.
Yeah, when I go back and edit this tomorrow.
We'll send it to the refs and be like, you got the call right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't have that benefit. And of course, we don't have the benefit of live replay to us, but...
Imagine if Hempfield or high school sports in general is like that someday.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, nice steal there
there's
for
a nice
Laney.
steal.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
that's going to give Riggs her second foul. She's probably coming out of the game here as Axe goes to the table to check in.
But I will say, not maybe a bad foul there by Riggs.
Yeah,
Her
yeah.
second, but if she doesn't grab a hold of Laney there, Laney's probably got an easy bucket coming the other way.
Heads up play there by Riggs to stop the fast break.
Moff and Axe come in for the 2 seniors.
Hempfield's
Riggs.
continuing this pressure as a push-off is
Yeah,
called.
that was easy to see. Sholly on Weinel. That's
I like
about
Hempfield's
as easy
pressure
to call
here.
as you can get it.
It's getting Cedar Crest a little flustered right now.
Hempfield on a 7-0 blitz, and now they've got the ball back.
See, they start to control the tempo here and value the possession, get a nice shot here for Hempfield.
Yeah. Axe looking.
It's a good play there.
Moffitt to Dakota. Taking a look. Cook. Open look.
Deep
from
one.
3.
Got it.
Downtown. Bang.
Wow. I think that might have been college right there. Like, wow. She
Yeah.
caught that and pulled out that hesitation. As a freshman,
As
3
a
threes
freshman,
already.
11 points in this first half. And Dakota gets it. They're going to call it jump ball, and I believe that will give possession. It alternates, I believe.
Looks like the
possession.
arrow is with the Hempfield right now,
We'll go
unless
to
that's
Hempfield.
wrong. Yes, it is right. The arrow on the scoreboard has Hempfield, so it's
Yeah.
Hempfield ball. Wow, how about Cook though?
Oh, man.
That was deep. I think she's now 3 for 4 from the 3-point line.
Yep. Sharpshooter for this girls basketball team. I doubt she's done. 20-17. Black Knights have the lead for the first time since early on. Moffitt to Axe.
Nice screen there by Moffitt.
Yeah, great
See, if
job
I was
inside Cook.
one of her teammates, I'd be wanting to screen for her all night because if she's hitting threes like that, they're going to try to start doubling her, hedging off that screen, and then you'll be open off the curl back from the screen. That's what I did when like Eli Washington or one of my teammates got hot. I would just set screens for them all the time, get them the ball.
Washington was the shooter for that boys team last year. This year it's Connor Axe on the girls' side. It's Autumn Cook. And she's off to a great start.
And there's a 5-second violation
5-second
there.
violation on Jess Weinel. Gonna give possession back. Weinel, a very gritty player. I think that's one thing we've noticed in the games that we've
Hempfield
done.
continuing the pressure.
Yeah. Trying to take it up is Kamasta. Over to Glover. Laney. Moffitt trying to drive to it. And Dakota
She's got to pick that up.
Is going to
Good
be
play
able to
there by
pick it
Dakota.
up. Yeah, after it bounces
Whenever
around
there's a loose
for a
ball like that,
while.
you just got to pick it up and be patient with it. Don't try to
Yeah.
force anything down the court.
This second quarter has been all the Black Knights. Cedar Crest has not scored in the first 3 minutes.
Let's see if Hempfield can build on their lead here. As you can see, they're slowing the pace of the game down here again.
Weinel to Axe. At the top, gotta be careful. Driving inside, and Cedar Crest might not get it back. Cook able to finally wind up with it after all that. Moffitt
Yeah,
gets it on the
travel
ground.
here.
They'll call it travel on Moffitt, and that'll give it to Cedar Crest. As Moffitt was smothered. Glover, Kamasta, Glover. Can Reese Glover get going tonight? That's the question.
I think that's the key for Cedar Crest right now, to try to get her the ball,
gotta
get
get her
herself her
going.
first layup or something.
Laney's been picking up the slack so far, but sooner or later, if Cedar Crest's going to win this, you think they got to get Glover involved. Lindsay Dakota on her right now. She's been playing good defense, as have the rest of these Black Knights to this point. And fouled
Looks
on
like
the way to the
Cook
net is
fouled her.
Kamasta, yeah. Kamasta and Cook both relatively on the short side when it comes to height.
I believe that'll be
these
Cook's
girls' teams.
second foul.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
will.
is. Let's see what the Hempfield coaching staff will do if they decide to leave her in the game with the way she's been playing right now.
What we've usually seen from Hempfield this season is a 9-person rotation. They'll have the 5 we see on the court right now, Herman and Riggs, and then they'll also throw Oriana Edmond and Molly McGarry in there. But so far, we've only seen the 7, but now McGarry coming in off the bench.
There you go,
Ready to
Kasey. As you speak,
Yeah.
there she comes. She's coming in for Cook, as I was saying, with 2 fouls. They're going to arrest her for a little here.
McGarry, the last senior to come in, so they'll take Cook out for a little while. McGarry, though, can shoot too. She's got it. Over to Dakota. Axe. Looking. Dakota.
Good move.
Yeah, nice move. And blocked by Glover.
Glover had different thoughts, but they're going to call a foul on that one.
Oh, yeah. Glover trying to extend and get there. Dakota comes to the line. Cedar Crest fans not thrilled with that one, but Hempfield will take it. 30 of 42 from the line this season is Dakota. 71%. That one bounces off the back of the rim.
Just got to get this one here.
20 to 18 is the score. This to make it a 3-point game. And Kawhi Leonard,
Look at that. Don't get me started about that, Kasey.
Oh, man. How many bounces did that take? I don't know.
4. I believe.
I'm glad you counted. It worked. Doesn't always have to look pretty, but it went through. 21-18.
I'm glad you counted. Oh, my.
Oh, look
nice
out.
defense there by Molly.
Yeah. McGarry got in there. And Wrestle Conference.
They're going to have another booth review, it looks like.
They're
going to the ref. That was on the other side. Look at this.
Big call as McGarry got in there.
I believe it was off McGarry. She had it. Yep, that's the right call.
Yeah, Cedar Crest will retain possession.
When I was looking at it, it looked like McGarry got a hand on it, and then Laney tried to save it, but then last second when McGarry tried to grab it with her hands, it just slipped off her fingers.
Would have been a great steal if McGarry could have corralled it, but not quite. And
we're going to get a foul there. Looks like it's going to be on number 4 or number 5, Jess Weinhold.
Yeah, Weinhold in there.
She held her there. It was a nice cut by Laney. She probably would have got an open layup without that hold.
Yeah. Both these teams getting closer to the bonus. Hempfield's got 6 fouls. Cedar Crest has 5. So 1 and 2 away, respectively. Nice bounce pass inside. Trying to back. Moffitt won't let her. But a nice pass again inside.
Nice
and then
steal by
Moffitt takes
Moffitt.
away from Knapp.
If you saw in that possession there, Hempfield kept Glover out of the play in this whole entire game.
Yeah.
Dakota's been like almost face guarding her to not allow her to even get the ball.
It's been the story of this game so far, Austin. Where has Reese Glover
Nice
been?
pass.
Great pass. I'll tell you, Britt Axe, she has had some outstanding passes this season. That was another one inside to Moffitt.
And what's this call here? What are the refs talking about?
Oh, well, let's
Maybe they're talking about the popcorn they had before this game. I don't know.
I love you, Stin. That was awesome. All right. Let's see. Refs having
Oh
a
yeah, it
conference.
looks like maybe he didn't put butter on it. Let's see. I don't know. This is the 3rd time they've had to stop the game to talk over something. I don't know what this one's about. That play looked like it was clean to me. It was a nice pass by
Orville
Axe.
Rettenbacher or Pop Secret here?
Looks like something is going against Moffitt.
Well, for now, it's a bucket for Moffitt.
And the fans are getting into it. They're now
They're getting
arguing.
a little restless.
What are they talking about?
Still, they're gonna bring in. Looks like both the coaches.
Should I go down to the table and see what's going on? I'm like, come on, we need to understand what's going on for the media up here.
I don't know. Well, I guess I'll harken back to your days, Austin. Any memories of something like this?
Honestly, man, let me think back in my days. Maybe not when I was a senior, but I definitely remember some times when I was a junior, and there's been many controversial calls. Let me tell you the one time Anthony Alston in the opening tip-off tournament, he drove to the layup, got fouled. The guy barely fouled him, and he flexed on him, got a technical foul. But the refs were talking about it a while for whether it was a foul or not.
Well, after all that conversation, it doesn't look like anything comes of it. Moffitt's bucket will stand.
I'm confused about what that was. Like, I almost want to go down and talk to Tawny and see what was going on. See, Tawny's shaking his head. He doesn't know what's going on either. I'm about to call him up
Maybe
here.
Mackey will know. We'll see if we can get some insight on that at half. Anyway, there's a foul.
So Cedar Crest is going to go to the line here and shoot
Shally
1-1.
got tripped up, and I couldn't tell him. Gary was down there, and there was another. And we'll see who they call it on. I believe they'll call it on Axe. And now, Cedar Crest is in the bonus. That's Hempfield's 7th foul of this first half. Still 3:11 to go. Got to be careful here if you're the Black Knights.
Now Tawny's talking to JB Photography. I honestly might go down there and ask him about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Jordan Hagel in the building, former Hempfield basketball player.
Scoping out the crowd tonight. Of course, boys play at Cedar Crest tonight. Cedar Crest has been outstanding. Great job by the Falcons to get that rebound off the missed free throw. And it's Batra inside.
Dakota continues to face guard Glover.
And travel there on Laney. As you had Magali. She'll get a kick out of that one if I tell her. Molly McCary over there in coverage.
Cedar Crest comes back to the press.
Yeah.
Nice pass there. Get into the middle.
Dakota to Axe.
Moffitt was calling for it there.
Yeah. But a lot of bodies down there. Now she'll get it.
Right through her
right
legs.
through.
You know, I was thinking of that press by Cedar Crest. It's a little interesting. They had a 1-2-2, but the back two were all the way at Hempfield's free throw line. So, like, it wasn't very effective. Basically, Hempfield was going a full-on 3. Pretty easy to break for them there.
Yeah.
Looks like Hempfield has dialed down the pressure a little bit. See, look at that. Look at Dakota guarding Glover over there. She's just face guarding her, not letting her get the ball. You know who we did this with? We did this when Cedar Crest had Logan Horn.
Ah, okay.
He was,
and Glover is called for a travel.
He was the star player for Cedar Crest, and that's what we did when they stopped their best player. You know, sometimes you can't guard them one-on-one, but if you just face guard them, don't let them get the ball, they can't do anything if they don't get the ball.
It is emphatically working.
And there, Hempfield gets it to the middle yet again, breaks press.
Hempfield is coming out strong. They look like the better team so far in this first half. Cedar Crest has forced them into a few mistakes. Looks like that actually might have gone off out of Axe as they had Shally over
I believe she was dribbling and it hit the Cedar Crest player's foot.
Oh, wow. Well,
another missed call there for the refs. Axe didn't like that one. See if she can get it back here on defense.
Well, I'll channel my inner Ben Arenas. Say balls don't lie,
and look at that.
It don't lie.
She reached in, got a hand on it, and it hit. Looks like number 11 on Cedar Crest, number 11. That is Shally. Hit her on the arm.
She was trying to get it over to Nicole Wise. All right, McGarry.
Back at the press to see if someone flashes middle there. Good cut there by Molly to rotate the Cedar Crest player out of there.
After an explosive first quarter of action where we saw 32 points, we have not seen anything like that in quarter number 2. But Hempfield has a 4-point advantage.
Nice
Here's
move.
Axe. And air balls it. McGarry keeps it in somehow, but unfortunately goes back to the Falcons.
And there's a foul.
There's a foul.
You know
on
what?
McGarry.
I gotta tell you, Mr. Chronister, he is a former ref in the LL League. He actually coached under my dad when my dad coached girls basketball. But he told me that it's more common to find in girls' game than guys' game, where a girl comes down, misses a shot, or makes a mistake, and she fouls right away when the other team's bringing up the ball, as you see Molly did there.
Yeah. Shally connects on the first one. Remember, we're in the bonus, so any fouls, be it shooting or non-shooting, will bring somebody to the line. And getting ready to sub in is Brooke Shutter for Cedar Crest. Shutter is also a freshman.
As Cedar Crest brings out Laney.
Laney comes out.
Pretty impressive here for Hempfield to hold Glover to 0 points.
Yeah, let's see if that can last to the end of the half. It might not, as getting the rebound. Then Shally puts it up. Great job by Moffitt extending, making her go up and over. And Hempfield ultimately gets it back, 23-20, with a minute 30 to go in the half.
You know, after having an electric start to this game's really slowed down. Hempfield's controlling the tempo of this game like I said they need to do. As they got the lead, they're going to continue to do that.
Hempfield has outscored the Falcons on a 13-3 run to get to this point. Wild. Trying to put it up, a little too much. Great job by Dakota to get the rebound. They call it travel before the bucket goes down. So that was I won't call it a mistake from Dakota, but just so many bodies in there trying to just get that strength.
And since they were face guarding her, they're just going to say, let's have her inbound the ball and take it up here.
Yeah. All righty, coming down to the final minute. Defense is short up. Moffitt tried to get a steal, couldn't do it. Bachelor from the free throw line.
Good rebound by Moffitt. Great rebound by Moffitt.
And a hold there.
Might have been a little frustration foul there from Glover.
That's a hold against Glover. Glover has 2 fouls and no points tonight.
She'll go to the bench.
Wow.
Give credit to Hempfield coaching staff.
And they've
doing a great job in preparing their team for this game.
They've taken their best offensive weapon away for the time being.
Like you mentioned, beginning of this game, that was going to be the key to winning this, and they've been doing that so far, and look, they're up 3 so far. I'd like to see Hempfield get a nice bucket here to end the half strong.
Yeah, looks like they're going to
If I were them, I would hold it for one.
Yeah, I think that's what they might do. Oh, McGarry, a little miscommunication. She couldn't get back to it.
A little uncalled for pass there.
Yeah, McGarry cut the other way right before Weinholt let it go, and I think a little miscommunication between the two. So Cedar Crest will get one more chance. 24.2 seconds to go in a 3-point game. A 3 obviously would tie it. I'm sure Cedar Crest wouldn't mind that heading into the halftime.
15 seconds left on the clock here. Let's see what Cedar Crest does.
Laney.
They're going back to their little dribble handoff play.
Laney had a great first quarter. Wise trying to drive. Out to Batra.
Deep
Final
one.
shot off the mark from Shally, and that's how the half ends. Hempfield is up 23-20 over Cedar Crest in this first place game for Section 1. The 8-4 Falcons, the 7-4 Black Knights, but 5-0 in league play. What a night it has been so far. Hempfield and Cedar Crest, they're protecting their home gymnasium, are the Black Knights right now, up by 3 at the half. And we will say so long for just a little bit. We'll be back on the other side of halftime, where the Knights are up by 3 over the Falcons. And we're back for the second half here. Cedar Crest and Hempfield, a massive Section 1 showdown that Hempfield has the advantage of so far. Came with so much anticipation. We had to wait an extra day. We got snowed out yesterday through the snowstorm, 2-hour delay today, but we're back. And this game finally unfolding before another big one on Friday.
And travel error.
And that's the first comment for my colleague Austin Groft tonight, a travel on Reese Glover. And Austin, that's the story of half number 1. Reese Glover has not gotten going at all.
Yeah, I mean, Cedar Crest, especially the coaching staff, has to know that when your leading scorer has 0 points in the first half, you have to get her going in the second half, especially when you're losing to Hempfield as a huge Section 1 battle. As a
Cook
bad
couldn't quite
pass
corral it, and
bounced right off
Coach
her
on
foot
the-
out of bounds.
coach on the sideline just slammed the ball down like, oh man, that was a missed opportunity. Glover, though, not just the leading scorer on this team, second leading scorer in all of Section 1, only behind Manheim Township's Katie Bushong, who we'll see on Friday. There's a foul called on Sarah Laney, who had a monster first quarter, cooled down a little bit after that.
I like to see Cedar Crest to get Glover starting by maybe like a layup or something.
Yeah, just get something going, you'd think, as that one bounces through. Meanwhile, for Hempfield, I mean, obviously, I don't think they're surprised they're here. I mean, they knew, hey, this is a big game. We're evenly matched. We can do this. They've done it so far. What are they going to keep doing in half number 2 as that one doesn't go? What do you think the adjustments are for Hempfield?
You know, they got to continue what they've been doing from the first half, continuing to stop Glover from getting looks, and continuing to get good looks on offense and control the tempo of this game. That's been huge for them, and not let Cedar Crest get on a run like they started early. They had to play a little comeback from behind, but that was a nice run when Cook hit those threes.
It was a second half comeback against Penn Manor, the most recent game on Friday. Last Friday night, they got them going. No comeback needed right now. Up by 2. Axe inside. Nice pass to Muffet.
Wow.
Another one for Bryn Axe. Inside, great assist.
Moffitt now with 5 points on the night.
Moffett is 5, averaging 6 a game, so she's about on par for that. Moffitt's been kind of hot and cold on the scoreboard at times, but as I've said, it's not just her getting to the bucket, it's what she does defensively.
And look at that.
Yep. Glover on Dakota, and maybe for the first time tonight, Glover won that matchup, forcing the foul.
It's a nice post up. She sealed Dakota on that and took it in strong and got that foul called.
2 early halves, or 2 early fouls in this first half. Committed by the Knights.
It's only Dakota's first foul.
Glover finally gets on the board. First of the night to cut the deficit to 3. Glover just over 75% shooting, and now she'll
See if
add
she
to
can get
that.
herself going now with those 2 free throws.
Yeah, that could be just the momentum that she
First
needs
points
to
on
start.
the board.
As I've said, and as I've mentioned, very similar almost to what we saw with Lindsay Dakota in the Penn Manor game. Sloppy first half, got it going in half 2, and that was Shally. They're trying to jump in front of Cook, couldn't do it.
No, even seeing the ball go through the net once on those free throws can help out on the night.
Yeah, nice try by Weinhold and a great finish.
That was a great strong take there, a nice floater to get it up and over the rim.
Yeah, that's one of Weinholt's strengths. Even though she gives up a little bit height-wise, her strength is inside, being able to make those layups at the basket. And Bachelor connects.
As that was a 2, she just stepped in front of the three-point line on that one.
Just inside of the three-point line. But it's 2 nonetheless. Keeps the deficit at 2 for the Falcons. And again, pretty offensive start to this quarter as Dakota is able to finish over Glover.
Nice strong take.
Great early start here. Oh boy. Shally there.
We got looks like a jump ball will be called here.
Jump ball will be called. Shally might have just broken Britt Axe's ankles there inside, but was not able to finish the layup. Jump ball is called. It's his possession started with Cedar Crest in this third quarter. Hempfield gets it again. Up by 4 now. Cook. Looking. Axe.
Nice play, nice
Great
play.
Pass. Moffitt.
Good finish.
Finishes it.
You saw that there. I believe it was number 5 from Hempfield, Jess Weinholt. She passed it to the wing, went down and set a screen for Moffitt, and she came around that screen. Nice screen, and she used it well in a nice pass.
Hempfield's biggest lead of the night. A 6-point advantage. Glover thought, now we'll try to back, get inside, get to the rim, and it won't go. And
It's a nice move, she just couldn't finish it.
Axe able to get it there in between Batra and Glover, and Hempfield's got it back up by 6. Coming to the halfway mark of quarter 3. Knights continuing to let it go. Dakota. Driving, spinning, trying to get there, and foul by Glover on the way.
She really likes that spinner. She's used it a lot so far this game. She uses it again there to get to the hoop. Gets fouled, taking it up strong.
Lindsay Dakota, par for the course, averaging right on at 10 points a game this season. She's got 7 so far with a chance to add 2. And that's Glover's 3rd foul tonight. She's now still got more fouls than points, and Dakota able to make that one after going 1 for 2 from the line the first time.
So Riggs comes back in for Axe.
Yep, Riggs back in for Brent Axe. We'll see if we see the other 2 seniors in at some point. That one goes.
She makes it.
Knight starting to blow this one open a little bit. Up by 8, but it's far, far, far from over. Cedar Crest get on a run. Sarah Laney, who remember had that just huge first quarter, as Wise not able to finish that one. Hempfield gets the rebound.
That was a quick shot there for Cedar Crest.
Yeah, Laney had a huge first quarter. Hasn't done much since then.
I'd like to see Hempfield, as I always say, continue to control the tempo of this game, get a nice look offensively, slow it down. As you can see, the game has gone completely quiet. It was a nice look for Moffitt, but just went right over her head. She was wide open underneath the hoop there. Missed opportunity for Hempfield to extend the lead even more.
And even though Lindsay Dakota had her back turned to us, I could read her body language. She was just like, oh man.
She knew she coughed that one up.
Yeah. On Glover.
Trying to get her a ball screen there. She refuses it and passes it up.
Glover trying to set a screen.
Good steal there.
But
Riggs
gets in front of it.
Almost gets it stolen.
And Cook couldn't get it back away. Nice baseline drive, and then to Petra off the mark and rebounded by Cook. And off the fast break, it's Weinhold. Give it to him.
I don't know if you saw that, Kasey, but it looks like number 10, Sarah Laney and Lauren Riggs were getting into it there.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Riggs like stumbled and fell over and like fell into Laney there, and she got up and like smiled, but it looks like they were about to go at it or something. Let's see if.
Watch that as the night goes on. But
I'd like to see that matchup a little bit.
Have opened this one up 35-25. What a monumental game this could be for Hempfield. I think it's safe to say maybe one of the biggest games that this girls basketball team has had in years.
Oh, for sure.
They are taking it to the Falcons, who have been perennial powerhouses in Section 1 the past number of years. You know, you think it's all Cedar Crest, it's all Township in Section 1. That's been the case for the past couple of years. Hempfield is trying to win their first Section 1 title in 15 years and their first league title. Ironically, it's been a less amount of time since they won their last league championship. That was 12 years ago, back in 08. But it's been 15 years since they were the regular season Section 1 champs. And tonight could go a long way, along with Friday's game, which we can't understate the significance of that one either, against Township. Remember, Township has a better overall record. They come in on the night at 10-2 overall, but they had that loss to Ephrata in the league game. That's why they're a game behind in Section 1 play, while these two teams are undefeated. And you also take a look at the District 3 power rankings. We start to take a look at those this week. Township is number 4. Cedar Crest comes in the night number 8. Hempfield comes in number 10 out of 26. Remember, 12 go to the playoffs for District 3. So keep that in mind in Class 6A as well. But
Nonetheless, a win here tonight will be huge, especially down the road.
It'd be a trademark win, you'd think, but they call it travel.
And there it is
Riggs.
again, the little Riggs and Laney matchup.
Riggs was asking for a push-off on Laney, didn't get it.
And they're both going at each other there.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll continue. Riggs is doing a good job defensively stopping her, especially that first quarter when she went off and Riggs came in and guarded her.
Riggs on
Stopped her,
Laney.
and she goes at her.
Driving,
Takes a good take.
Good take. To finally get the Falcons back on the board.
Laney's first bucket, I believe, since the first quarter.
The first quarter, officially 14 points on the night for Laney. Cook. Got it stolen away! And off the fast break!
Got a foul for a block on Cook.
For a block on Cook.
I believe that is her third foul on Cook.
Yeah, as Shawley able to take it away, and now all of a sudden, the momentum starts to come Cedar Crest's way. They've cut the deficit back to 8.
And Cook will come out now after that turnover and foul.
Yeah, gotta keep Cook maybe fresh for the end. You don't want to get her in foul trouble here early on.
Especially after the hot start she had in the first quarter as well. She's been pretty quiet the rest of the game.
Doesn't look like they actually award a foul to her. Looks like she's still got 2. Unless we haven't seen that on the scoreboard yet.
And the refs are talking again. Yep, it looks like it was on Cook. They were deciding about who the foul was on. It had to be on her because she was the only Hempfield player in that play there. I don't know what they were talking about.
We were talking about popcorn in the first half. I don't know. Maybe they're talking about Penn State being a basketball school here.
As Coach Merrifield gets fired up on that play there, I wonder if Cedar Crest had a play there they ran over on scout team during practice that one of the players messed up on. I didn't see it there exactly, but it gave Glover the opportunity to foul and puts her to the free throw line.
And for the second time tonight, Axe would just come in for Cook. He's the one who was called with a foul. 7-point game, a chance to make it 6. Cedar Crest trying to get momentum back.
She gets it.
Connects. All right.
Back to 6.
Back to 6. Cedar Crest.
Here they come with the pressure.
Life.
Great job by Axe there, breaking the press. She's got to pass it up now, so she's going to get a 5-second call. And there it is. Oh, timeout.
Oh, yeah, they were a timeout first. That was crucial there. Coach Merrifield calls time with 2:02 to go in the third and a 6-point Hempfield lead, 35-29. Game that is far from over, even though Hempfield got out to at one point a 10-point lead. Cedar Crest is going on a 4-0 run to bring it back to 6. Alrighty, Austin. I mean, for Cedar Crest, all right, if they can't get Reese Glover going tonight, who has to step up?
Honestly, from what we've seen so far, it's got to be Sarah Laney. She had a nice, strong take that last bucket for Cedar Crest, and got to see maybe with Sarah Batra stepping up, she's their other third leading scorer on the team, or even Megan Shawley. She has had some nice plays tonight. But nonetheless, if it's not going to be Glover, someone else is going to have to step up and shine. And so far tonight, it has been Laney.
What comes next for Cedar Crest? They will play against Penn Manor on Friday, and then against McCaskey, and then they'll have a shootout with Manheim Township at the Blue Streaks place in 8 days' time. Next Thursday will be that matchup.
You know what, Kasey? This is the best time of the year. When you get into those league games, every single game is very unpredictable because you never know. You can be playing the worst team in the league, but it's a league matchup, so even the worst teams can win.
And a turnover there. Riggs trying to get to the 1-0, couldn't do it. Bounce pass, it bounces over to Shawley, gives the Hempfield defense time to get over there, and now a jump ball, I think, will be called.
Looks like it's going to be Cedar Crest ball.
And it should be Cedar Crest, I think. And it will.
Mr. Coda is getting into it there.
Glover on the inbound. Minute 41 in this third quarter.
Got an illegal screen, looks like on number 32. That is Elizabeth Knapp. She was the one that got into it with Dakota on that jump ball there, and she got that foul. Looks like she hit Mott hard on that screen.
Black Knights trying to come out. Sorry, I had to do it.
Oh,
No,
my.
it's okay. It's all right. But Knapp called on the foul there. Lionel's got to get it in here.
Full court pressure again. They're coming with the trap.
And
they get a traveling call
they get
there.
a travel on Axe.
Here comes Cedar Crest with their pressure again. Let's
Cedar
see if
Crest
Cook
is
goes back
answering.
in soon to help with this pressure.
Well, we talked about the shooting in the first half from Cook. I haven't seen it so far. She's been shut out in half two. That one.
As Hempfield blew up that play there, you saw Axe was guarding number 5, that is Kaya Kamasta, on the perimeter, but she stepped in because she knew what the play was as they tried to get an open layup there, and she got a tip on the ball.
Nice pass coming around from Dakota to Weinel. Weinel takes it across midcourt, flips to Dakota. Still a minute 25 to go in the third. Dakota looking to drive. Out to Riggs. Thought.
Good
Now
fake.
takes a shot from inside.
Great
and
play.
drills it.
Talk about a high basketball IQ player there. Riggs
Yeah.
gets the player up off her feet and drives right past her, and a nice pull-up J. That's Riggs' game there. She's got a nice mid-range jump shot.
Yes, she does. Love her. Moffitt got there. Moffitt just using all 5'10" of her height to get up and block that shot. Dakota gets the rebound, and Hempfield is up by 8 coming to the end of the third, inside a minute.
Let's see if Hempfield holds for one shot again here.
They have that option. We'll see if they try and do something else. Looks like they're maybe willing to, unless they find something they like. Dakota thinks she can drive. She's tripped.
Now
Gets
with
it out
30
to
seconds on the
Weinel.
clock.
Yeah, still got 30 seconds. You still got time, but you got to be smart here. Axe to Moffitt. Dakota. Now you got to think they're going to wait
And
for
they're
one
setting
shot.
they're setting up a play
Yeah.
here.
They don't have Cook, the three-point shooter, in there, so what are they going to do? They're definitely setting something up.
I wonder what play this is. It's a little.
Oh,
Axe
they got
was stripped away from her.
Now it's Charlie off the fast break and fouled by Axe.
You know what? I don't know what's
way
going on with
there.
Hempfield down there. It looked like they were not ready for that play. You know, they were running back and forth on the elbows, and they weren't set for that play. And looks like Axe wasn't ready for that. And who is this at the line? Number 11, I believe.
That's Charlie.
Stripped her from her hands. Went all the way and got a foul called.
Now Axe has has 3 fouls in the night, and the Falcons, with 3.1 seconds to go, have a chance to convert and get it back to a 6-point game, pending maybe a last-second heave by Hempfield. Curious to see what they'll do here if this does go. And it will.
It's
All
good.
right.
Back to 6.
Well, you can't. I don't think they'll let it roll here because they're going to run a press. So this is probably going to be the end. Lionel.
Nice shot there.
Yeah. Well, had pressure all in her face. That's how it ends.
Yep.
In quarter number 3, 6.
Here comes number 4.
Game.
This is going to be an intense one. I can already feel
Oh
it.
man, no doubt. 8 minutes to go. You know, Hempfield, they were able to get away with maybe playing 16 minutes of good basketball against Penn Manor. They've got to play 32 tonight. They've played 24 so far. They've got the advantage. So what's the strategy for the final 8 minutes?
You know what, Kasey? I've been saying it pretty much this entire game. They've been leading for pretty much the entire time since midway through the first, when they went on that huge run when Cook hit those threes. And that was a huge momentum shift. And ever since then, they've done what Hempfield basketball is, as I always say. It's just once you get the lead, you got to continue fighting and continue looking for the best shot possible. And that's Kasey, what are you laughing at? You were interrupting me as I was talking.
I'm sorry, you know, these Hempfield cheerleaders, they do a great job coming to each of these games for the home team for football and basketball and all that. But
I think Connor missed them there. He was on the timeout, looks like.
someone might
Connor
need to
shrugged
tell.
his shoulders.
Someone might need to tell whoever was holding the night sign. It's
You know
upside
what?
down.
Maybe they didn't want to listen to me talk. They wanted to watch the
that's
cheerleaders cheer. I mean, Hempfield, you know,
That's
got the
true.
best cheerleaders in the league. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
They want to
well,
say, hey, Kasey, maybe you can go commentate some cheerleading action for your for the first time in I don't know if that's ever been done before.
Hey, you know, hey, we give it a try. We've done other sports. We can maybe give it a try. Regardless, all right, let's get back to the action, please.
Yes, honestly.
6-point game. 6-point game here coming to the fourth quarter.
But as I was saying, yeah, they just gotta keep what they've been doing. You know, they've been stopping Glover, obviously, but offensively, continue to get good looks both inside and out. You know, they've been getting it into Moffitt, which is nice, getting her some layup opportunities. And they've been getting the 3-point looks from Cook, and also Dakota has been doing a great job, as she always does, is driving, getting the fouls called. But 8 minutes, you know, that's a lot of time. But Hempfield, if they value possession, they can take like a minute off the clock per possession and get a nice look. You know, think about it. If you take a minute off the clock, get a nice look, even a layup, it'll put you up 8 and a minute off the clock. Time and possession is a huge factor when coaches are coaching their players up, you know? Especially when it comes to endgame. Knowing what the time is and knowing what the score of the game is and using that to your advantage is always huge. As the refs here are talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about here. I think they're trying to figure out who's going to have possession for this fourth quarter. I believe it's Hempfield. So, big night tonight. Saw some WJL camera crews in here. LNP, Lancaster Newspapers, Jeff Reinhardt is here. One of the reporters for girls basketball. Just goes to show this is a big game, got a lot of attention on it. And I guarantee whoever wins it is going to get more attention.
As Hempfield goes inside to Dakota.
Yeah, Dakota inside, doesn't go.
It's a nice play there, but she just comes up short as it hit the front of the rim and off the backboard.
Yep, so Cedar Crest with a chance now. Able to corral it as Laney across.
See what Cedar Crest does here offensively. It looks like they're going to go 5 out there on a nice screen play there, trying to get...
Nap. Reese Glover getting ready to come back in.
She's going to say that.
Yeah.
So,
Here's
3-point look there.
From 3, no good
Well,
by
it's good from
Shutter.
our angle, but it hits the back iron there.
Yeah. And
Nice pass by
way down
Cook.
court to Waddle. Who's blocked? Waddle got blocked in there by Shutter
And it is getting loud in here.
Shine.
Cedar Crest fans are now on their feet.
Yeah.
Kasey, buckle your seatbelt. This is going to be a nice ride here.
Gonna be a ride to the end, and there's the foul called on Dakota. She doesn't agree with it. On Shutter, Shutter was trying to drive to the net after getting the block on Weidel. You don't see blocks too often like that in girls basketball, but it was 2-on-1. Weidel trying to win the race to the bucket, but couldn't lay it up before Shutter and Shotley got down there. First one is connected by the freshman with ice water in her veins in this big game. And now Batcher and Glover coming.
Cedar Crest has done a great job tonight at the free throw line. Every time they've gone to the line, they've made at least 1, if not 2, from the line, which is always important.
Yes. Little double
She gets that one.
That one
Might have
doesn't
jinxed her
go.
there.
Yeah. The good old announcer jinx.
Better
Oh,
us
well.
than them, you know.
All right, 5-point game. Riggs looking, gets it over to Moffitt, who will try to back over Batra and get fouled.
It's a nice strong move. She went up, right into it, and that's how she got that foul there. Might not look like one, but there was some contact, so.
There definitely was.
Lauren off the line, shooting 2.
You know,
Batra's first foul tonight going, Austin.
sometimes that's the best thing to do when you're taking it in like that. You just gotta take it up strong and hope for a foul.
Yeah. And now you got to work for it, and Moffitt doinks that one off the front of the rim. She'll have one more chance. Coming down. For 6.
As she gets it.
Alrighty.
Back to 6. Seemed like the what the spread's been for most of this second half is a 6-point lead for Hempfield.
Yeah. But that's the other thing is there's a miscommunication as Batra might have cut the wrong way there.
It's an uncalled turnover there for Cedar Crest. We had a similar play like that for Hempfield earlier in this game.
Yeah, Kamasta was trying to set up Batra and Batra cut the wrong way. Hempfield gets it back. 6:24 to go in a 6-point game. Big, huge game for both these teams. Who's going to prevail? Cedar Crest, who's been down this entire second half.
There it is again.
Can they come back?
There was that play again for
Yeah.
Hempfield where Moffitt got open again. She's on the far block and they come down and set a screen for her and she does that little curl cut, gets an open look from the wing.
Third foul of the half for Shotley. Third total on the night.
Hempfield tries to get Cook an open 3 there. She comes out top. Maybe she'll pull that one. We'll never know.
Yeah, one-on-one thought about it, I think, but dishes
It looked
out
like she
the
looked at
rings.
it, honestly.
Oh, now she might have a chance. Let's see. Nope.
Hempfield
Not
there,
so
going again there with that cut. I heard a Cedar Crest fan yell 3 seconds because Moffitt was in there in the paint for a little bit. She got called for that in the first half.
Yeah, gotta keep an eye on that. Riggs over Moffitt, trying to extend.
Another foul
Yeah.
on Glover. Is that her 4th? I believe it's on Glover.
And if it's on
Yes,
Glover,
it
that's
is.
number 4. Wow. Goodness gracious. So Glover has to come out.
Back in the Falcons.
She now has the same.
No, actually, Glover stays in. Boucher comes out. Glover is still in this.
She's back to the same amount of points as fouls.
But one more foul for Glover.
And they
She's
get
done
into
for the
Moffitt, but
night, and that
Moffitt-
was close. Is Glover able to get the block
She
there?
easily could have gotten her 5th foul there, but she went up strong and got the block.
And a hold called on, I believe, Sholly. So Sholly's not going to have 4 fouls.
Hempfield's had some good looks at the last position there. They just couldn't get into the fall. You know, Moffitt.
Megan Shelley, the line shooting one.
Where'd that ball go?
I was looking out the corner of my eye. I saw
Did that go
Autumn
into the
Cook
closet or
behind-
something?
I was seeing Autumn Cook right behind the bleachers. I was like, well, where did it go? And no, actually, that was called against Wyoming. So
It was.
yeah,
Oh,
'cause-
wow.
Yeah, because Cedar Crest here at the bucket and they make it. Apologies on that one. We thought it was originally called on Sholly. It was not, so she's still got 3 fouls. Winodown's now 3 fouls. And Cedar Crest now is a 4-point deficit. Megan Sholly with 6 points now on the night. Cook over the middle, and that's ticked off by Kamasta. Out. Glover.
Wow.
3.
Oh.
Off the mark.
Imagine
Cook
if
with
she
the
hit that to get
rebound.
herself
Oh,
going on the night.
If she hit that, that
They got to
could
help her out. Call a
been
timeout here,
huge.
Hempfield.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, you knew that was coming. As Cook
That
was
was a-
blanketed along the
It's a bad pass
Cedar
there by
Crest end
Cook,
line.
and then she got that rebound there and had nowhere to go.
Man.
See if Hempfield talks it over here, and Cedar Crest will continue to bring the pressure.
I'll remind you, Hempfield was up at one point in the 3rd quarter by 10 points. It is now a 4-point game. And Cedar Crest is in the bonus, as Hempfield's got 7 fouls this half. Cedar Crest does have 5, so Hempfield is pretty close as well to being in the bonus, but that could be crucial coming down to the end. With 5:24 to go. This game has been everything we expected it to be from this Section 1 shootout. And as I said, we had to wait an extra 24 hours to watch unfold as the abominable snowman came through yesterday. Through the Susquehanna Valley area, all the LLE games were washed out. Quite a few of them postponed to tonight. Some will be made up at later dates. But for now, time for talk. All the anticipation, all the build-up that led up to this game, it's come to an end. We are 5:29 away from figuring out who's going to
play
be
here
first
for
in Section
Hempfield.
1.
You know, that play right there, that's one of my dad's plays.
Ah, okay.
Back when he coached for the girls team, looks like they're still using that play. Because he used that for me when I played AAU basketball and he coached that. You know, some players should stay in the program forever.
Yeah.
It was a nice move there.
Driving and getting. Mr. Cotto.
Yet again, she's using the spin move to get herself to the hoop.
Her and Cook now each have 11, but now Cedar Crest with a shot to answer and
Oh,
going down.
a charge taken by
Hard
Cook.
Is Cook.
She puts her body on the line.
Oh.
And the Hempfield fans are loving that one.
Yeah, Moff down there with a smile. Cook was smiling. She knew. Yep, that's a charge. Hempfield's got it back up by 7. Up by 6.
I wonder if the girls team does anything when you take a charge. Back when I played for the boys team, if you took a charge, one of our assistant coaches gave you a candy bar at the end of the game.
You know,
It's a little incentive to take charges.
Autumn Cook is a freshman. I bet she still trick or treats. I know the Halloween is over, but oh, Moffett trying to get it in. It stays in bounds. Cedar Crest gets it back there. Not a great pass from Cook there. Moffett tried to do something with it, couldn't. Cedar Crest has it back. Still down by 6. Driving and off the
Nice
mark.
rebound
Cook
by
gets the rebound
Cook.
again.
And Cook's taking it all the way up. They might tell her to slow down and bring it out so
Yeah.
it can slow it, and they do. Great coaching there. Looks like Cook
And
wanted
now-
to take it all the way, but as you know, time and score, 4 minutes left on the clock. They got to value the possession, as I've been saying. And there's a steal there.
Getting
by
it
Laney.
away. Laney now that.
And look who it is. Laney and
Laney
Riggs.
and Riggs down there, and they give it to Riggs. They say Hempfield had it. Batcher comes in now in Brooke Shutter's stead. 4:16 to go. Weinel. Cook. And when do you get to a point if you're Hempfield you start thinking about really chewing some of this clock up? Are they already there?
You know, I don't think they're there yet. Once it gets under like 2 seconds maybe, or 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes. You know what I was saying.
Yeah, I know you meant.
No, there's still a lot of time. I think Hempfield still keeps the pedal on the metal. I think they still continue to drive here and get as many buckets as they can. You know, put the pedal on the metal, make the lead as big as you can. But once it gets down to the lower sections of the game, when there's, like I said, 2 minutes left in the game, that's when you start to take time off the clock.
Batra, out. Shali,
So we're gonna get a foul there. I hope that's not on Cook.
It's either on Cook or Weinel, and I think they both have 3 on the night, so this could be crucial.
On 20, did he say 25? No, he
Call
said
on
5.
Yeah, call on Weinel. That's her 4th of the night. She's got to be careful. She could foul out here.
As Brent Axe is gonna get ready to go into the game, it looks
Axe
like.
is going to come in
I think so.
at some point here, yeah. Shali from the line. Good. 7-point deficit.
Yeah, here comes Axe in.
And Axe will come in for Weinel. So they'll try to preserve Weinel, and if they need her at the end, they'll put her back in. 3:32 to go, and another shot to come for the Falcons. 42-35. Off the rim.
Nice rebound by
Hempfield.
Moffitt.
Moffitt boxing out. Cook.
Cedar Crest comes out of the press. Cook brings it up.
Yeah, Cook taking her time. Would a 3 be the dagger here? A 2 could be the dagger, but
Oh, I don't know about that one. I think that was deflected out of bounds.
Cook thought so as well, but the ref thought otherwise. She was trying to get it over to Moffitt. They say there's no contact. They
Coach
say that's
Merrifield
Cedar
didn't like
Crest
that one
ball.
either. She was all over that.
Hempfield was 7-15 last year. They've already got 7 wins in the season. They've got a chance to get above that mark with a win tonight. And how huge would that be?
That's gonna be
That's
short.
short and rebounded.
Nice
Shali
rebound by Dakota.
airmails it, and Dakota gets the rebound. Under 3 minutes to go. 7-point game.
Timeout there by Hempfield to talk
taken
things
by the
over.
Knights. Alrighty, coming down inside. You got 2:50 to go. We shall see now. Time for talk is over. It's all about finishing this one off. If you're the Black Knights,
See if she draws up a play here to get them a bucket. Looks like she's going to talk over the pressure too, and how to value the possession. They're grabbing the board here to draw up a play, it looks like. As Connor gets the cheerleaders this time. 2:50 to go.
Picking our producer behind the camera, Connor Simpson.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job working this one tonight. Glad to be with my colleague and friend Austin Groft, maybe for the final time on an HST TV7 broadcast, but who knows, maybe in the future.
Yeah,
we could be
hopefully.
back doing this again. I
You never
sure hope
know.
So. But in the meantime, what a game this has turned out to be.
Yeah, this is a great, you know, you gotta love the Section 1 matchups, especially when for it's the #1 spot in the league.
If you're wondering if things stand as is, when will the revenge game be for either side? The answer to that is January 24th. They'll be at Cedar Crest and they'll go at it again. And we'll see how different things are then. That'll
See
be Friday night.
what Hempfield has planned for this offensive possession here. Looks like they got a little stack play
Yipper.
just to get the ball in balance, hopefully. Yep, there it is to Dakota.
Next Dakota. Nice bounce, but taken away. Trying to set it up all the way across.
Looks like Moffitt had her sealed, but number 15 on Cedar Crest, that is Nicole Wise.
Freshman, yeah.
Stole it out of there.
Batra. Wise looking underneath.
And what could they get it to?
Glover finally gets on the board
And
from
a
the
quick
field
timeout
tonight.
for Cedar
And
Crest.
now Cedar Crest calls a quick timeout with 2:29 to go.
Now puts
That could
Glover
be
to
just
6
what
points.
the doctor ordered, you think, for Cedar Crest now in a 5-point game.
So now Cedar Crest is going to talk things over. Let's see if they bring the full court pressure or if they just stay in the man. And my guess is they're going to bring the pressure. They're down 5 with 2 minutes left, which is, you know, seems like not much time, but it is a lot of time when it comes to late game. You know, if I were Hempfield at this point, I don't know if I would start to run the clock. Maybe try to take a minute off at least, but, you know, sometimes when you're trying to run the clock and you're not looking to score,
you don't give yourself time to answer.
Exactly, and it gives Cedar Crest the opportunity to take the ball away, because nonetheless, sometimes it's hard to keep the ball for a minute, especially when the Cedar Crest defensively gets a little anxious and comes up and pressures you. So hopefully Hempfield here can take some time off, but also get a good look.
You got to think, Cedar Crest, they can't afford to give up too much more to this Knights team. They've scored 42 tonight. Cedar Crest, offensively, we talked about they were ranked number 1 in Section 1, but defensively they were 4th out of the 5 Section 1 teams. Hempfield was 4th out of 5 in offense, in offensive points scored. Tonight has kind of shown us a little bit of that. But Hempfield has come out firing.
As Cedar Crest breaks the man-to-man full court pressure, Hempfield's going to clear out and give Cook a one-on-one.
Yep. Keep an eye on that clock. 2:20 now. We'll keep you updated as it matters. Riggs, Moffitt, Cook, looking. Gotta be careful.
Nice move there by Cook.
Move. Dish to Dakota.
As you can see, Hempfield is doing their 5-up pressure.
Oh, and
gets a
Dakota.
foul called there.
Yeah, foul called.
Looks like that'll be 7 fouls. She'll go to the line and shoot 1-on-1.
Yeah, that'll be in the bonus. Both teams now in the bonus, ready for 1-on-1, and this could be with the sides that coming down to the end here.
Big.
Axe will come back in for Weinald.
Looks like Hempfield's doing a little offense, defense here with Axe and Weinald, since Weinald's got 4 fouls.
Yeah. We saw that in the Penn Manor game. With, it seemed like every time Hempfield was on offense to the end of it, they put Autumn Cook in, and then every time they were on defense, they call a timeout or something. Lauren Riggs, who's better as a defensive player. Dakota nails both from the line. 7-point game, 2-minute warning from Landisville. Can the Falcons stage what would be a very momentous comeback? And Glover, who's only had 1 made field goal tonight, can they get her going, or can they get Lady going again?
Oh, it's a nice cut and pass there. Another good finish for Cedar Crest. They're doing everything they can to stay in this game as Dakota breaks the press there. And now,
and gets it taken away by Shirley.
So yet again, another steal. Oh, she gets it back.
Dakota gets it back. And now,
wow. Oh, she missed it.
No good.
That would have been a huge play. She blew that layup.
That might have been the dagger. And it's not going to pay off. And now a foul call as Laney was trying to go to the net. Oh, man.
Wow, what a turn of events there.
What a change of events there.
You know, you saw that there. Like, Dakota got the ball stripped from her, and she was like, no, I'm not letting you take that ball from me. And she took it back. Had a wide open layup, and she completely blew it off the back. But, you know, that could have been the game. There's now 1:20 left on the clock. And
Dakota never misses those.
now Laney makes her first of her 1-on-1.
Makes the first, it's 4. She'll get one more chance. Oh, man.
She's going to be able to cut it to 3 here, a 1-possession game.
That would have been the difference between a 7-point game and maybe
or
now
from
a
a 3-possession game to now 1 possession.
Yeah. All right. Hempfield's got to answer. Cook. Whoa, gets it tripped.
She's got to get it across. She might get a 10-second violation
man.
as a foul is called, and they're going to send her to the free throw line.
Foul called on Shawley with 71 seconds to go. That was close.
Big free throws here for Cook. Now this is a 1-on-1, so if she misses it, Cedar Crest has the chance to get the rebound.
Cook is 53% shooting from the line so far.
And look what they're doing.
Season.
They're subbing Axe back in for defense.
Axe in for Weinald. Oh boy. What else would you expect at the end of this game? Of course it was going to be an end.
She misses it.
No good.
So Cedar Crest has a chance. I don't know if they're going to tie it here. Good defense.
Great defense.
Oh, they caught a block.
Oh, they caught a block on Dakota. And all Dakota can do is just smile and be like, oh, man.
I don't know about that one. She stayed in front. That was the Cedar Crest player going into her. As Laney goes back to the line.
That only took 5 seconds off the clock. So now Cedar Crest with a chance.
Hempfield's at 10 fouls, so she's going to get 2 free throws here.
That one doesn't go. as you said, now that they've crested over 10.
Wino comes back in for offense and a timeout called for Hempfield. Let's see if they're going to talk things over about what to do offensively here.
Well, if she makes it, it's a 2-point game. If she misses, it's a 3-point game. Either way, it's a 1-possession game. But goodness gracious, this could be huge coming down to the end. As I said, what more would you expect from a Section 1 showdown? That at one point was a 10-point game, and now is a 3-point game, maybe about to be 2.
You know, this is actually a really high-scoring game for girls. 44-41. This is more than what even the boys' games are like.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know, most girls' games, I believe, are in the like 20 to 30 ranges, but 44-41, I was not expecting a highly offensive game. But
especially
you know,
when you have Hempfield on the other side, where they're not really known for defense or offense. But they've had to come out firing. They've gone punch for punch with the Falcons tonight. Will they do it for 66 more seconds, or can the Falcons, who were down by 7 just a few seconds of gameplay ago,
as the time is over with 1:06 on the clock. Cedar Crest setting up their press, though, looks like.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Laney has a free throw.
Oh, yeah.
And then let's see if they come into a press if she makes it.
This box out could be crucial here.
Oh, it always is crucial. You know, if Laney misses it and Cedar Crest gets the rebound, that's a whole other possession for them.
Exactly. That's the difference between maybe 0 or maybe 2. Let's see. Laney.
She misses it,
Off the rim,
and a rebound by Dakota.
Gets the rebound.
You know, Kasey, those are huge free throws there, and she missed both of them. It's still one possession game, but nonetheless, she could have cut it to 1 point.
Now Hempfield's got to be careful.
They go into their little
cautiously aggressive. 55
set.
to go.
This is the set they were running earlier. I wasn't sure what they were trying to do. Looks like they got themselves gathered and organized for this time.
Lionel.
Cedar Crest is trying to foul here, and they are not.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of time. Down to 40. Cook driving, and
she gets a foul called there.
Yes.
I believe that is number 11's 5th foul. That is Shawley.
Yeah, Shawley, if she's called for the foul, will have to come out. It'll be 1-1.
Yep, that is her 5th foul, so she is fouled out of the game.
Shawley's got to go. And in her place will come
32, that's Elizabeth Knapp.
Nap.
No, Kasey.
But, man, this is huge. If Cook can make even one of these, it's a 2-possession game with 37 seconds to go.
And she makes it.
And there was nothing but net there.
Oh, nylon.
All right, now this one becomes crucial as well. Not going to get it.
A little air on that one.
Yeah.
Went from nylon to air.
But
makes it a 2-possession game, which is a key.
Yeah. Just going to say, back to a 2-possession game.
Cedar Crest is going to have to get a quick one here, as there's 30 seconds left on the clock.
Coming down to the end. They now crest
and look who they get it to.
Inside.
And that might have been a travel.
Spinning.
And it falls.
Somehow through.
You know what? You know how many bounces that? That was 3.
Oh, man. Somewhere in Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is proud of that one. 45-43 with 24.8 seconds to go.
Cut it to 2. Let's see if Cedar Crest gets another foul here and sends Hempfield to the line. First, they're going to pressure, obviously, and then if Hempfield breaks the press, they're going to try to foul. Hempfield's just going to stay strong, hold the ball, and make free throws. That's what they're going to need to do to win this game.
That might be what it comes down to, in all honesty. Let's see.
As the cheerleaders get the crowd rallied up for this last 25 seconds.
Here we go.
You know that, Kasey, in all honesty, this might have been the most entertaining Hempfield girls basketball game I've been to in a while. I mean, last year they've only had like, how many? I don't even know how many wins last year. It was a rough season.
7-15 last year, yes.
And I am looking forward to seeing this Hempfield team progress in the future.
A win tonight would put them at 8-4. Alrighty. So now Cedar Crest, and they need to try and get a steal or foul, depending on how it goes. Both teams are in the bonus. Cedar Crest has neither team has any more fouls to give up. As Hempfield's at 10 and Cedar Crest is at 9. So if Cedar Crest fouls again, Hempfield will have 2 guaranteed free throws, no matter what the foul is. So that's something that Cedar Crest has to consider. 24.8 to go. Why not?
So they get it in. Cedar Crest is bringing the pressure.
Yeah, watch the 10-second. Cook's
Oh,
gotta
she
be
splits right through them.
careful.
She goes all the way.
Dakota.
Gets it across the half-court
Out.
line. Great job by
Wide
Cook
open.
breaking the press.
Nobody fouling.
Not
Coming down
fouling.
to 12.
Dakota with the ball and they
Now
foul
they
her.
got a foul with 10 and even 10 seconds to go. It's Lindsay Dakota.
Who's a 71% free throw shooter.
71 entering the night. I believe she's, I want to say 3 of 4 on the night. Something in that
You know,
vicinity.
that is not the person you're going to want to foul. She's the best free throw shooter for Hempfield. I'm surprised they didn't foul Riggs or Weinhold when they had the ball.
And she got it. All right.
You know, it looks like from here, Riggs hasn't even attempted a free
No,
throw
she
yet this
hasn't.
year.
And that won't change here. This is huge. And Coach Jim Tomboy, an emphatic thank you as he called for a timeout for a few seconds and the rest finally granted. Huge, huge free throw upcoming. If the Knights make it, it's a 4-point but mainly 2-possession game. If they miss it, Cedar Crest has a chance to tie it, send it to overtime.
Hempfield fans are a little upset there. I don't know what they were talking about. I think it was that timeout call there when he said thank you.
Yeah.
And the ref came over and said, my pleasure. Maybe he works at Chick-fil-A.
Yes. That'd be mine, thank you very much. Harking it back to the Mud House in Missouri. Alrighty. 10 seconds to go. Man, I mean, all right, so for Cedar Crest, I mean, and really for Hempfield, I mean, the strategy, it's pretty evident. But let's say Hempfield misses this, all right? It's a 3-point game. What's the strategy for the last 10 seconds?
You know, that's a tough one, Kasey, because with 10 seconds left, that's not a lot of time, you know? If you get this rebound, you're going to get it down to 4 pretty fast, and I don't think 10 seconds, in all honesty, is enough to get a 2 and then another foul and wait for that all to happen as Dakota makes it. So at this rate, if I were Cedar Crest, I would just come down and get a bucket as fast as you can.
It's coming down. 7, 6, 5. Time is running out.
And there's only 2 seconds left, and that won't even matter.
On this shot, it won't matter. The 3 goes. But is it game over? Let's see.
As the refs talk it over, I think that is game.
This over. I think this may be game. It all depends. When did the ball hit the net?
That shot hit nylon right as the buzzer went off, so I believe there's no time left. That'd be really nice for the refs to give Cedar Crest the ball right now, but if they did, that'd maybe even be under a second left, so I don't think it's gonna, it looks like they're gonna put .4 back on the call.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Well, alrighty.
Which,
that's incredible. And
Ray Allen has a release time of 0.3 seconds, but Hempfield has the ball, so all they have to do is get it inbounds, and that's the game.
That's the game, yeah. Man, oh man,
wow.
Oh man. So Cedar Crest gets a little break.
What a nice shot there by number 15 on Cedar Crest.
They took some time, though, kind of spinning and dancing around, and then it was a great shot from Wise, but too little, too late.
You know, that was perfect. If Dakota would have missed that, we'd be going into overtime.
Yeah.
But like I said, 10 seconds was not that much time, so they had to come down and shoot a 3 anyway.
Dakota with 17 points tonight, and here we go, 0.4 seconds.
All Hempfield has to do is get the ball in, and that's the ball game. And there it is. There's the game. And Hempfield wins it.
Of the guard in Landisville.
As Hempfield takes the section, number 1 in section 1.
6-0 are the Black Knights. They defeat Cedar Crest in an absolute barn burner. 47-46 is the final score. It's the beginning of a new era maybe here in Hempfield for the Knights. Man, oh man, oh man.
Not this shot. Is this new? Penn didn't do this last time.
This might be new, but anyway. Man, oh man, Black Knights able to pull off the victory. Austin, what are your thoughts from this game? What an end.
Wow, Hempfield did a great job when it comes to game plan, considering especially they held Glover to 6 points, I believe, on the night. She only had 1 field goal, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. But you know what? I've been completely impressed with Hempfield this season, you know, especially last year. They're coming back. Not many people, they were under the radar. Nobody really had them projected to be number 1 in the section right now. They've shown who they are, you know, with the freshmen coming up. They're making a case of why they should be number 1 in this section.
Well, they've given Cedar Crest their first loss of the season in Section 1. The Hempfield Black Knights improved to 6-0 in Section 1 play. They have another huge game coming Friday against Township. It'll be right here in the Buchanan Gymnasium, and I'll be here, and I'll bring a couple of my friends as well. But in the meantime, Austin, thanks for joining us for both the boys game against Lower Marion and this game against Cedar Crest. Have fun up at Happy Valley.
Oh, yeah, thank you. As always, thank you for having me on, and I hope the best of luck with you the rest of your senior year.
We could not have asked for a better game to close out on. As the Hempfield Black Knights, they go to 8-4. Cedar Crest will fall to 8-5. They'll have a rematch January 24th, but until then, Hempfield has taken sole possession of first place in Section 1, and now we'll just have to wait and see as they'll have a quick turnaround coming to Friday. But until then, from my producer Connor Sensig, colleague Austin Groft, you've been watching Hempfield Black Knights girls basketball on HST TV7, and I'm Kasey Kreider saying so long. The Knights are on top here in Landisville.